Up next, we are taking a fresh look at the relationship between humans and AI, and how the real power comes not from addition, but multiplication.
So Ádám Horváth from Brandfizz will challenge us to think beyond tools and tactics and show how true transformation happens when we amplify human creativity and with machine intelligence.
Get ready for an energetic, practical, and thought-provoking session. Please welcome Ádám Horváth.
An important question before we start. What was your dream job as a child? Just tell me. Doctor, astronaut? Okay. Yeah, AI engine is a good joke. No one planned to work with AI in 2025 when we were small children, and this was not on my bingo card as well. So I came from B2B business, from branding. I served more than 25 big brands, billion-dollar plus brands globally and locally as well. And my focus area is employee branding, so this is my background. But somehow I ended up 5 years ago at MIT doing my postgraduate studies, and it made a big impact on my vision. And yeah, here we are now, so thanks for having me. The first topic is the business impact of AI. And when you think about the last 2 years or about the launch of GPT in late 2022, the next year, all of the CEO talks were like this.
AI. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks for having me. This is incredible. You guys are great.
And we made a lot of progress because the speed of innovation is extreme. And if you think about the speed of technology development, this is amazing. So, 2 years later, in 2025, so in 2023, we were talking about AI. All the CEOs were talking about AI. And see what's going on right now. I think this is amazing how much we developed.
AI, 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 AI.
Next, I want to talk about a feat that some may have concluded must be a mathematical impossibility. That's right, we're bringing Calculator to iPad.
At least Apple is interesting. So we are focusing on AI because of the speed and the possible disruption of all industries. Maybe you are very familiar with this chart. I was in the first 5 days. Yes, so I'm really proud of that. But the implementation speed is still super fast. So this is a graph from October. So we have around 800 million weekly active users. And if you see the graph, this is very fast, but now it became super fast. But in the background, what can we find? And so how can we tackle with this pressure if we are leaders? If you lead teams, if you manage people, you have the constant pressure from the top management. If you are in top management, you have the pressure from the shareholders. How can we speed up the implementation of AI? And I don't want to put more anxiety into the room, but maybe we can shift our mindset from the super fast to this approach. Because if we are thinking about AI and the current state, like it's super fast, and If we look backwards, maybe we generate more anxiety, but I think this is the right way to view our future, and the world will never be as slow as it is today. But it will shift dramatically all the businesses, and here is only one example from Google. And AI is really disruptive. So for the first time in 2 decades, Google searches over the Safari web browser fell over the last 2 months. It was in May. So big businesses are shifting models, and if we are looking into the future, we can focus on the speed. We can feel anxiety, but I think if we focus on the current state and look how much we can get out of this technology, this is a much better way. But this is only the very, very tip of the iceberg. We compare the capabilities of AI, the GPT 3.5 and the GPT 4, and there was a study at MIT about the scores, and GPT 3.5 was able to solve the high school mathematics exams in the US, and it was rewarded by a grade of C, so it's a middle grade, and GPT 4 was able to score 100%. In all MIT mathematics course exam questions, more than 4,000 questions. And this video was recorded right before the launch of GPT-5, and I think it gives us a very good perspective where we are heading.
ChatGPT today has an IQ of 155, okay? Einstein is 160. We're matching Einstein with a machine that I will tell you openly, AI experts are saying this is just the very, very, very top of the tip of the iceberg, right? You know, ChatGPT 4 is 10x smarter than 3.5 in just a matter of months, and without many, many changes. Now, that basically means ChatGPT 5 could be within a few months, okay? Or GPT in general, the transformers in general, if they continue at that pace, if it's 10x, then an IQ of 1600. Just imagine the difference between the IQ of the dumbest person on the planet in the 70s and the IQ of Einstein. When Einstein attempts to explain relativity, the typical response is, I have no idea what you're talking about, right? If something is 10x Einstein, we will have no idea what it's talking about.
But somehow, as a leader, you have to find a way how to connect AI with your people, and the first approach is the addition. So somehow we support our people with AI. So the current state is about adding. It's about using AI as an assistant, and it has a direct impact on hiring, on the labor market as well. So I think this is very, very interesting approach of Shopify CEO. You can read the internal communication of the Shopify CEO about AI. I think it's a valuable piece to learn how to communicate as a leader to your team. But here are 2 highlights. The number one, they decided not to hire anybody to the company without a proven experience in AI, whatever it means. And the second one, if you want to increase your headcount and you are requesting new hires into your team, you have to prove or find a justification that this job cannot be done with AI. So you need a real human. You have to prove it. After that, they will allow you to hire new team members. This is crazy. So the whole landscape is really, really shifting, and it has on the talent. It has an impact on the talent market as well. I really love this research from the Human-Centric AI Institute from Stanford. They measured more than 25 million data points on the labor market, and in 3 years they found a direct impact on the early career jobs. So maybe you heard the news. The early career colleagues are much more impacted by the implementation of AI, while the workers above 35, so with more experience, for them this is a benefit. The early career positions declined and the senior positions increased. This is a big issue if you are a manager. Maybe it's a good talking point to find a way how we approach our future colleagues. Because, yeah, if we don't hire the juniors, who will be the seniors in the future? I think this is a good talking point, because what we see on the market is a real decline, and this study found another very interesting correlation between the end results of the AI implementation in a corporation and the CEO approach. They found that those companies where the CEO were focusing on efficiency and productivity, they ended up with layoffs. When the CEO was focusing on the added value, how can we add more value to the customer with AI, they were able to generate more revenue. Maybe it's only a very small difference, but the narrative of the number one leader of the company has a direct impact on the HR decisions as well. So it's really important, if you are a leader in your team, how you articulate the future and the potential possibilities in AI, because it will impact your future. AI is like corporate Ozempic sometimes, because many companies announced huge layoffs and try to somehow be more efficient, but is it a real efficiency? Do we analyze the whole picture from A to Z, or only one segment of the whole story? Let me give you another example. So this is a study from MIT and Boston University, and they analyzed companies and HR department where AI was implemented, which means Copilot subscriptions and teaching recruiters how to use Gen AI to speed up their work. And here are the results. Number one result was to generate more job posts, job ads, which is great. So they were able to generate with AI more job posts. They spent minus 44% time on this task. Really good. We have efficiency here. But at the end, with this very generic and same looking wording, they have minus 15% in successful hires. So if you see the whole picture, is it efficient, or is it only an Ozempic for the process? Huh? But this approach, the addition approach, was about to hire AI for our colleagues as an assistant. And when we are talking about creativity, and this is my background, I come from the agency world, and we do creativity on a daily basis as business. We were thinking about how to stimulate our creativity with AI, and this was the first approach, human plus AI as an addition, and use AI as an assistant. See what is the result. So maybe you face that AI can generate a lot of failures, and we saw many examples yesterday as well. But let me give you some examples from the creative world. So here is a human creative. This is the campaign from Guinness. They welcome the new king with this ad. You see the brilliant shape. You see the crown at the top. brilliant 100% superhuman creativity in one picture without any words. And then they asked AI to do the same. So when we face with real human creativity, AI gives us maybe a bad advice. Let me give you another example. This is also from our friends from UK, Tonic Agency. They are amazing. And on the left, you can see their world-famous campaign for Burger King. This was a copy ad, brilliant work for a king, not a clown. This is the UK market. I love that. And they asked AI to do the same, and this is what they got. Yeah, the clown, but not this clown, but another clown. So you see the limitation. When it comes to real human creativity, when you're looking for the X factor, maybe we need to do more. And here are some famous problems. The strawberry problem. Are you familiar with the strawberry problem? It's already solved. So if you type the same prompt now it's solved. But let me give you another creative example. So please grab your phone and grab it with your left hand. Do it now. It's an exercise. And please take a picture while holding something in your right hand. A bottle, a pen, whatever. So take a picture about your right hand holding something, your badge or whatever. So take a picture. Phone in left hand, item in right hand, and take a picture. And now ask your GPT or Copilot to draw a new picture and place the item into your left hand. And please do not mirror. I did this exercise with the graphic designers, and everybody said, hey, I have this, but they prompted to mirror, flip the image. So please do not flip the image, generate a new image, and put this item into my left hand, and see what happens. I'm 100% sure that you will get an answer. And in this video, you can see my struggle with solving this problem. I hope this will start. Yeah, so you can solve this problem by the end of the presentation. If you can generate a picture, I will give you some reward. But it's a struggle. So when it comes to creativity, there are limitations. And I really love the idea from the previous presentation that AI will scale your bad systems and problems and garbage data as well. It's good to put in the mind when you are a leader and try to push and move things forward faster, but if the baseline is not okay, the system is failed, you will scale the broken system as well. All right, I will give you some examples how to integrate AI and how to multiply the capability of AI with real world case studies. So this is an example from the Hungarian market back in 2023 May. We had a client, Aldi, some of you already know them. And the studies, the research showed that the target group, AI and IT developers, are looking for flexibility. Oh, new surprise. But in that days, many companies try to invite the staff back to the office, and they remained fully remote. And this was an advantage. So we tried to play the cards, and we just created some AI pictures. This was the first try in employee branding. And what we found is that it was able to generate more engagement we ended up with plus 15%. We were able to generate more real hires, and this was the second phase. So this is the evolution, what we did, because in the second phase, we connected the products of Aldi with the tools IT developers can use. But when you step closer, you can see that this is not the real keyboard. Where is the enter button? Nobody can find. So, but the first impression is okay. And when we are using these items, these creatives on social media, we want to grab only 10 seconds of attention. And this was okay to do this. And after that, here is the human creativity. Sorry if you are not speaking Hungarian, these are word games. This is where the magic happened. So we were able to generate more interesting pictures very fast with AI, but the copy was made by human. And this was the real turning point when we were able to scale up the productivity by 75%. Not only in engagement and click-through, because you saw the MIT case that this is not the end result, but we ended up with new hires as well. After that, some extra animation. This was the best version. Some animation created or supported with AI and human text and human copy. All right, so this was the first case study. The second one is about the deeper integration of AI into the learning and development activities. Here is the ambassador program of KUKA. If you are familiar with these ambassador programs, the big problem with them is the maintenance. Everybody can start an ambassador program, doing an event, invite all of them and say, okay, you are the ambassadors of the company, help us to recruit more people. But the maintenance is really hard. So after a couple of months, after a year, the next year you have to renew somehow, because the ambassadors need new impulses to be or remain active. The problem was that we had to combine somehow the blue collar and the white collar workforce as well in the same time. So when we were doing trainings for this company and asking ambassadors to tell their stories, their KUKA stories, and we try to catch these stories with words, with videos, and then spread the word in social media, we faced with the challenge that there was a big gap between of the skills of the white collar and the blue collar colleagues. Blue collar colleagues were not able to express their feelings with the same level of wording. The quality of the stories were different, and of course we were able to help them, but this is not the same. But there was a big advantage when we were working with blue collars. They were speaking from their heart. They were real honest people. I really loved that. With white collars, okay, I understand where you are coming from, but please be more explicit, put a bit more emotion into that. They struggled with this part of the exercise, but the blue collars were able to speak from their heart. And we needed this. So what we did is we teach them how to articulate their stories with AI. This was the first time when they met with AI. Imagine blue-collar workers working in the factory, and they enter into the training room, and we tell them, hey, we will use AI. We will teach you in 2 hours how to generate text with AI. And this was a very, very good experience for them, connected to the brand. So KUKA was able to give them this experience, which is very good from employee branding point of view. And at the end, the blue-collar contents overperformed the white collars. So what we found that integrating AI as a tool into the whole process, and not only to generate content on agency side at the very end of the process, this makes the real difference. So at the end, we faced with a very good feedback and satisfaction rate, and we were able to cut the time of content creation and approval. If you participated in similar projects, you know how it goes with the approvals, with the global, etc. So it was much faster because blue collars were able to express their feelings and articulate their stories with the help of AI. This was the second example. And this is my favorite one by far. This is a super integrated internet communication project from a Hungarian agency focusing on Women's Day. And I think this is a masterpiece of how to integrate and multiply the capabilities of AI multiplied by human creativity and integrate into the whole process. Let's see it in the video.
International Women's Day, the single greatest occasion for flowers worldwide. Naturally, flowers are the general gift at companies too, year after year. Flowers which do not last long, and which, while beautiful, are not really personal as gifts. At Publicis Group Hungary, we set out to challenge this, with more than 250 ladies in our staff, creating one-of-a-kind presents for Women's Day needed something extra. This is how Project Floralia was born. The guys at Publicis made sure that each of their lady colleagues receives a flower that is totally unique. First, we sent out an innocent little survey to the ladies to collect data on basics like favorite colors and mood that they prefer. The answers that came in, along with other randomized factors, became the variables of elaborate prompts that we then fed to AI, with the objective to create something amazing and personal for all 250 lady colleagues. And then the never-before-seen amazing images of flowers took shape, as watercolors, oil paintings, and other pieces of art based on a variety of real flowers like orchids, lilies, or daffodils. Each received a fancy Latin botanical name given after the person whose tastes and preferences defined them. All of this, of course, was kept a secret before the big day arrived, when a Floralia event was organized at our office. As we finally revealed our special exhibition, the flowers worked their magic. Finding and plucking their very own flower, as well as also receiving it in sticker format for their ID card, was great fun for the ladies, and made Women's Day at Publicis more personal and stylish than ever.
So we started with AI as an assistant, and I really hope that at the end of the presentation, now you saw some examples how to multiply the human skills with AI, and I think this is the right way. When you integrate into the whole process in the creative creation. And one thing to add. A couple of weeks ago, I held a presentation for 300 engineers and leaders in Hungary working with AI, and I asked them who is running any kind of AI project in their organization, and all of the hands were up. And I asked them who had internal training roadmap for this year for their employees. Only a couple of hands. So if you love the technology, this is great. But if you forget the human factor and you understand that the real equation is a multiplication, when one factor is 0, the end result will be 0. People and your whole team can sabotage all of the technology and brilliant potential we have in AI. So I think this is the right way to start the transformation. Multiply AI with human skills, and you will find real creativity in your organization. And what a great place to get inspired and learn from each other when you visit the Nokia AI Forward conference. Greg, back to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, it was great. Before we finish, still have few minutes for questions. So anyone? At the back.
Thank you. So I would like to have a question related to the chart where you show the early career path opportunities being a downfall. What would be your advice for early career students or workers? How should they manage their education to get the best results? Or
I had this question from one of our colleagues who left our company and started a new career in other fields, and she asked me, Adam, what is your advice? She was working with us 3 years. She did an amazing career, and I told her, wherever you are in your organization, find the leader who is responsible for AI and apply and follow him or her and get as close as you can to the AI development, no matter where you are from, no matter what is your position, because if you raise your hand, if you apply for new tasks and jobs as an extra, they will notify you. And when you receive the task, just kill it. Just do it done. Because those who are running big companies, they will notify everyone who can get the job done. So please don't be impatient. Find the leader in your organization who is responsible and who is close to this technology, and be as close as you can. Apply for extras and do it. Kill your small tasks, and they will notify you.
Thank you. Had a question?
My question is, how are you evaluating actually the Hungarian society as such in terms of proper AI awareness?
I'm not a sociologist. So.
No, but you are working exactly on the perception level everywhere. Your examples are those. So you should have some strong opinion about not exactly that, okay, how are you estimate, but how you will increase the awareness, the proper awareness for AI, not only inside the organizations, which is definitely a task, but even generally, because my observation is if we are not doing some quick changes in this regard, we, as a country, will be very much behind.
We are very much behind. In some terms, and politicians will do the work in the upcoming 6 months. So there will be a change. I don't know is it good or bad, but the change will be there. We know this. But I think the main factor when we are talking about the society and the lack of innovation is very much in the European regulation. So if we find a way as workplaces or academic institutions, if we find a way to create sandboxes to innovate and boost and speed it up, we can beat the Asian and the US competition, but the bottleneck is the European regulation. So till Europe is focusing on regulation and not on boosting the innovation, we have sandbags in the room. So I think what we can do is, for example, this conference, to learn from each other, to highlight where we are now. We can learn, we can get inspired, and then do the job and come back and do it regularly. So the sandbox model from Paul Bayer, I had a picture with my professor at MIT. He has this sandbox model for AI implementation, and the key is doing it regular basis. Create a safe environment where innovation can happen. As a leader, boost them and spread the word.
Thank you very much, Adam. This was electric. Another round of applause for Adam.